Welcome back to Red Business in Focus with Cork's local enterprise offices, where we're meeting entrepreneurs with big ambition. And this week we're joined by Xavier Dubuisson of RetroKit. 75% of buildings that Europeans live in are estimated to have a poor energy performance. To renovate them, we need to do 146 million renovations in only 30 years. That's 10 times the rate of what we're doing now, and it's a huge challenge. RetroKit is producing software tools to help people on the ground meet those targets. Xavier, how are you?
I'm great, thank you very much. Delighted to be here.
Lovely to meet you. You have 30 seconds to try and encapsulate what you do.
Well, essentially, RedKit is a software platform, and what we're doing is helping decision makers, homeowners, and people in the whole energy upgrade value chain in optimizing their operations and really come up with the best answers to the big challenges you've mentioned in terms of the poor energy performance of our housing stock, food poverty being a massive issue currently. You know, there's 1 in 4 families are experiencing difficulties in paying their bills and keeping the house warm, which has enormous implications in terms of health and well-being. So we take essentially the BR data of your dwelling and then turn that into a solution on how to best upgrade your home.
So the BER rating is key. So in other words, obviously A, good, B not so good, C you need to do work. So you have to have the BER and then you can feed the data into the system.
Yes, so we take that data from the national BR database, which is a very seamless process, and then we model a whole range of options on how to upgrade the home, as you mentioned, you know, maybe from a D rating to a B2 rating, which is the national target. And then we find the optimal pathway in terms of how do you get from that poor situation to what's best standard, and in terms of optimizing your investment, in terms of reducing your energy bills, in terms of decarbonizing the home, and really turning it into a comfortable and healthy home.
Now, this would be much easier, I'd imagine, if every home was standard. But as we know, homes are unique, buildings are unique.
They are.
And a desktop exercise would only get you so far. So how do you manage to marry a BER rating that looks fine on paper, but in theory means something else? It might be the windows in that house and the doors in that house. How do you work that out?
That is right. Well, we work very closely, generally speaking, with local authorities and social housing bodies, generally speaking, who have a lot of data on their housing stock. And we then marry that data maybe in their inventories, in terms of their asset management systems, etc., and marry that with their BR data. So we can really get the most up-to-date information about those dwellings so that we've got the right intelligence to model the right solutions. And then when it comes to homeowners and one-stop shops, with them, generally speaking, to get a grant from SCI, the house has to be assessed within the last year. And that should provide us with accurate and most up-to-date information on the dwellings. Plus, we work very closely with the BR assessors, the people who are on the ground and meeting the homeowners in bringing that information into the solutions that RetroKit produces for them in a way that meets the homeowners' requirements and really reflects in the best case scenario for the house.
What I like about this is you have a .eu domain name, which means that you're able to spread this product not just to Ireland, but right across Europe. And I'm not going out on a limb here to say you're not from Crossbarry originally. So where are you from originally?
I'm from Belgium originally.
Okay, so this product will work just as well in Belgium as it would in Cork.
Yeah, we've obviously a degree of adaptation. You know, market conditions are different. The policy framework might be different, but overall, the whole BR rating system has been is standardized across Europe, which means that a lot of, let's say, the formula, the standards, the calculation methodologies, and the nature of the data is quite similar. So we have to adapt, but we start from a very good place in terms of bringing our solutions across a range of countries in Europe.
So when you started out in this project, what did the local enterprise office do for you, and what programs did they involve you in to help build the business out?
Well, it's been quite a journey, actually. It started with my own other business, XD Consulting, where we got mentoring and start your own business training. And then, you know, that kind of entrepreneur mindset started to sink in, and RetroKit came about as an idea and was turned into a solution with funding from SCI as well, actually. And then we got funding from Leo in terms of doing our feasibility study, coming up with our business plan in terms of getting our export plans ready, in terms of getting mentoring on a regular basis, really to kind of take stock and look forward and really find the best pathway for us. And then we're now on a business expansion grant where we're going to employ and grow the team with software engineers, technical salespeople, and also bring in investment in terms of growing the product.
So in other words, you wouldn't be able to grow the product, scale it up without that kind of support?
Absolutely. You know, it's been really transformative for us. We started from a place where we had a comfortable consultancy business and we had a lot of jumps to make. And having that support from a financial point of view, but also from a, let's say, mentoring point of view, was really important for us to make the right decisions at the right time.
Finally, there are people going to be watching this right now who know that they need to work on their house. They know they need to bring that BER up. Is this product the right one for them?
It is. Well, it's worth mentioning that we work with the one-stop shops that deliver the service to upgrade the home, and those services are comprehensive. So they start from listening to the homeowner to using RetroKit to come up with the right upgrade plan, if you want. So we're kind of a step removed from the homeowner directly, but obviously the impact is about really transforming.
Yeah, because when you go to the one-stop shop, they might end up using
exactly.
the product. The website, if people want to look up, is retrokit.eu.
That's right.
Xavier Dubuisson, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us.
You're most welcome.
That's it for this week. Join us next week when we'll be joined by one of the 3 founders of Riley, Lauren Duggan. Riley is an eco-friendly period product company which was founded last year by 3 Irish friends. We can't wait to hear about the journey that they've been on. We'll see you next week on Red Business in Focus with thanks Cork's local enterprise offices.